Week 5, an Indian theme, a fabulous guest judge who really brought that expert side of things that the obviously normal judges don't have. I am up to the transformation challenge today. I will get on to talk about that in a moment. Let's start with the pattern challenge, the Naro Jacket, with some wonderful details. Welt pockets, I love them. I think they're really satisfying when done correctly. They are not as complicated as they made them look. I will try and whip another video out for that. I audibly gasped when Susie cut under the welt. You cannot undo cutting. You have to really think, because obviously sewing can be undone, the cutting not so much. The girls using brocades and satins to make their life harder was just like, come on, just make your life easier. But I will say that pattern match that Pasha got down the front was, just wonderful. Finishing with a blind hem, which they were doing on the machine. I tend to hand sew them, but I do understand the competition setup. They wouldn't necessarily do that. Now, this week's transformation challenge, which is what I'm up to, was a madras check shirt with some calico. Calico I always have in because I use it in my upholstery. I headed to the local charity shop. I do not think these are madras cottons, but I tried to get the vibe similar at least to be able to try and do this challenge. I understand now why Alex didn't follow the brief and use both, because it was actually the colours are so beautiful and vibrant on the check that you want to use that rather than using the plain calico. But I will say I did think as I went on that it did add something to it, and the structure of the calico was quite nice. Now, I'm sure I speak about this all the time, but this is not a challenge about wearability. I actually think I've played it a bit safe today with what I've been doing with the transformation challenge. It's just where my head was at, but it's a concept challenge. It's about creativity. So I've got a lot of raw edges, nothing's particularly finished or wearable. It's about just getting an idea together. Now, for the made to measure, their sari inspired outfits, I thought for the most part they'd all been super creative. It was lovely to see them adapting their own patterns, self-drafting in places, but it made for a very tense watch. A lot of over-ambition, lots of emotions as a result. But for the most part, I enjoyed a lot of what they all produced, or at least the concept behind it. Now, a few of them could have gone this week. It was tight at the bottom, but a well-deserved garment of the week nonetheless. I have finished. You'll have to let me know what you think. I think it's a little bit safe, but I'm quite pleased with it. I might actually finish off my raw edges and see if I can wear it.